We know the way, and we welcome you to San Jose, California. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers and the San Jose State Spartans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Western Kentucky head coach before the game. He said they have got incredible plans right now to get this wide receiver involved. Defenses have been keying on him. With the young quarterback, they think they have put something into the scheme that will help them get the ball to their receiver downfield, regardless of what the defense tries to do. Guys?
All right, Holly. The Hilltoppers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Ivy. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, it's Bates. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Guys, let's think for just a moment about San Jose State. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright.
He's loose on the right. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Weaver. Dumps it to the back. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, San Jose State. The first points of the day. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Running inside. It's Allen. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to escape and get it himself. There he goes. Past the 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. Kill. Bob 28, cruise. Bob 28, cruise. Shit. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense set on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Tisdale. Looking down the middle. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Some misdirection with the counter. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
The counter play is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Off play action. Looking for a deep man. He's got it inside the 25. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Snapped it in the shotgun. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Spartans! A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the return, it's Smith. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense, ready to start this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They give it back to him. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Got some green grass. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together.
Makes the catch and he's free. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Tisdale. Got it in the middle, it's Humphreys. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the period, and San Jose State is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Oh, the quarterback. He had his hands in the air after throwing that one. He thought that was a 6er, but his guy dropped it.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Hits inside, it's Allen. And the Hilltoppers will go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Caught in the backfield, it's Bates. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Fires on the move, and it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Looking for more room. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
And the extra point splits the uprights.
14, Western Kentucky, set.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bates. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Weaver. Still looking. He's going to fire to the left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw an intercept.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps him. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
He did not hesitate, going for it on 4th and short from the 49. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the middle. Out wide right, it's Burrows. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Allen. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. Looking for a crease. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Hilltoppers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. The give. Might have a chance. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the left side. Touchdown, WKU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Set to kick off.
Deep in the end zone, it's Bates. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bates. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Weaver. Rushes on. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Quarterback gets the first down. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
2nd and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. The run inside. It's Bates. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Tisdale. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Right side, it's Burrows. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Keeping his eyes downfield. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Allen. Bring him down. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with Boise State taking on the Oregon State Beavers.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Out wide right, it's Hicks. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Tisdale. Fires on the move. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. San Jose State's offense takes over and heads onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's changing the play. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Sparty. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Rush right in his face. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Dropping back, it's Tisdale. Out wide left, it's Hutchinson. Makes a grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. It just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Long way to go on second down. Turns up, it's Burrows. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Western Kentucky! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Quick give. It's Bates. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McClure. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll move the wide receiver. Sets his feet. It's Weaver. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense, ready to start this drive. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. The ride. Sees a crease. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Give him 96 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They're going to ride this running back. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Going to run it. It's Allen. He'll be dropped. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Drops back. It's Tisdale. Left side is Hutchison. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And man, when I was in school, man, you didn't really work on fourth down. Like, third down was a big priority. Nowadays, so many people going for it. This is the second time they've gone for it already. First time they were successful, but defense prepared, ready to rock and roll. They make the play, and they get the turnover.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Might as well run him again. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Out wide left, it's McClure. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll ride him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Dropping back, it's Weaver. Extending the play. Left side, it's McClure.
We always talk about Yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the ground. Touchdown, San Jose State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw. It's Tisdale. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And I like it. Very smart defense. Understanding the clock. Understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep. Breaking on the football. Making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Snap in the shotgun. Out wide left, it's Allen. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking to his right. Right side, it's Burrows. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, this certainly hasn't been a career day for the quarterback, right? He's thrown a couple of picks, hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but his team is in position to win this game, and they need him to make plays now, a 2-minute situation, to pull this one out. He's got the talent to do it. Let's find out what he does.
And the Hilltoppers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's looking to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes a connection. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
Well, that couldn't have worked out any better for the offense. Receiver understanding, hey, we're down in possession, 2-minute situation. We don't have timeouts. I got to catch this pass. I need to get out of bounds. He did exactly that.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. He'll pull it down. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Tight game like this one late, and those types of mistakes can just crush you. Let's see what they've got on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Tisdale. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Fresh set of downs going up top. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Rolls right. He'll pull it down and run. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the knee.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game, but it all comes down to this play right here.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on fourth down does not work. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.